Okay, I'm about to hit. Be ready. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Bowden's here. Herath's here. Snobby Tank Gaming is here. There's 10 people here, Ian. People actually want to speak to us today. I'm in shock. Anyway, look, welcome to us live streaming. It is Doncaster Rovers versus Oxford. They're kicking off in about 15 minutes. Quick rundown, as always, Ian will be watching the Oxford game, and I will be providing inane commentary from the other 66 matches happening in the United Kingdom. Are you talking, Ian? Or are you just pretending to talk? Unbelievable.
I'm jesting with you, Thomas. Trying to make you think that my audio was not working. But welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Thomas has given me strict instructions that I'm not allowed to talk team news until he tells me. So I'll just riff for a little bit. It's a big game for both sides, but a big game for Oxford United. Of course, we are searching for a perfect 10 wins in a row, if you include the Papa John's World Championships, as we like to do. And speaking of Papa John's World Championships, Oxford have been drawn against Tranmere, if you didn't know, in the semi-final. So that gives us probably the best chance we could have had out of all the sides available to get to another Wembley final. Although Wembley finals aren't our thing at the moment, are they? We've not been great the last 3 times we've gone to Wembley. Maybe we can put that to bed. And from a guy that lives in Lincoln, I can tell you, it would be freaking great if Oxford played Lincoln in the final and beat Lincoln in the final. And Appleton and Robinson can have a fight on the undercard.
Team news is on the screen, Alan. Right. Team news is on the screen.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay, let's get to team news over this huge game, and I'll stress this right at the back. Not must-win game, but an important game for both sides. So, obviously, let's start with the visitors, and Oxford have made some changes, rather surprisingly, as you can see. It's the same back 6 as we expected, but the change comes with Henry going from the right side of midfield into the centre of midfield slot alongside Zach Brannigan, and the two of the 3 new loanees. That is Elliot Lee and Brandon Barker playing on the right wing, Lee on the right wing, Barker on the left wing, with Matty Taylor up front. Doncaster themselves, this isn't my knowledge, this is using useful tweets that people have sent in from the Doncaster Rovers side of things, as I hastily try to bring it up.
Ian Allen, always prepared, always professional, always ready.
Always prepared, always professional. So, the Doncaster side, 2 changes from the side that started the win over Lincoln. Wright and Simoes come out, Gomez and Taylor are in. Bostock on the bench. So there you go. There's their team news. But Tom has already done extensive research about how good Doncaster are. Balcombe, great goalkeeper. They'll be looking. Did anyone say?
I think it's Okanabiri. I think we're going with that.
Is that how we're going for now?
Yeah.
The main threat up front, but obviously you look at that side. It's a side that's done extremely well in the league all season, and it's going to give Oxford a bit of a big test this afternoon, but I think it's a test we can deal with.
I really do think they can.
Oxford can
really can. Very quickly, Ian. I said hi to Matthew Bowden and Jonathan Herath. Also on here we've got Jake Hooson. You said, how's it going? Pretty well. Kit. He is. He's a man of his word, unlike us, who are always late. Kit Mainston says, come on, you yellows. Woke Realist. Oh, Woke Realist. This man must know what he's talking about. Says Taylor to score and 3. Taylor to score 2 and 3. Okay. PP69. PP69 says this game will be better than Man City versus Liverpool. Honestly, right now, the odds of that are pretty accurate because the big teams just play out 0-0 draws as a rule now. Aaron Harvey, why is Shadipo not starting? Ian will get to that if he has not already touched on that. But hello, Aaron Harvey. Jonathan Herath, always beautiful.
Hello,
hey, baby. And Robinson said Shadipo needed a rest, so he has also contributed to match analysis. I am now going to take team sheets off the screen so that you can see my loving face. Ian.
Yes, that is what Robinson's putting it down to. He's just saying that Shodipo's played 2 games in a week, and it just thought it might be better going with fresh legs with Barker. I don't think it's a case of dropping him. I think it is just a case of rest, because obviously Shodipo's been in great form. It's an interesting one. I mean, that left-hand side or the right-hand side from Doncaster's point of view is probably where they are strongest and where they will look to attack. So it is going to be interesting to see how well Barker links up with Ruffles, not so much offensively, but defensively as well, and whether he can stick to his defensive responsibilities in this game is going to be interesting. That was something Shodipo's worked really hard of late, I think. He puts in a shift going forward and getting back and defending. You can see him sometimes in the game where he has a moment where he drifts out and then he remembers he's playing a game of football and has to sprint quickly back into position. But he has worked hard on it. But hopefully Barker will also provide us with a lot of skill, a lot of quality going forward, and a lot of pace. And I think Elliot Lee also, I'm really excited to see him play. I think he's going to be such a good addition to Oxford in the back half of this season. Just a guy who knows can score goals at this level. And I think he's just a really versatile player for us to bring in. So good lineup for me. Good strong lineup for Oxford. Pleased. I'm also pleased not to see Kelly playing, and I know I've given him. He played all right against Fleetwood, but I don't know. The side just looks
Jake
a bit
Houston says that he thinks Doncaster Rovers is a good goalkeeper and he's the England under-21. Jake, that is correct. You've clearly been watching our preview video where I waxed lyrical about Ellery Balcombe for way too long.
Is he better than Stevens? Is he better than Stevens?
Greatest goalkeeper in the world.
Only Simon Eastwood. But you never
Aaron Harvey says if Oxford can get to halftime without scoring, they have a chance. Doncaster start quick. I think what he means is if they can get to halftime without conceding. But yes.
Yeah. Yes, I agree. But both sides tend to start quick. So it'll be interesting to see who gets the early initiative in the game, because that's something Oxford try and do, is press and pin teams back and get early goals, which, to be fair, is probably a tactic most sides use, isn't it? Let's get a goal.
So, Ian, what were our predictions pre-match? I think you went with 3-1 to Oxford United. I think I went with 2-1. I think it's going to be a much closer game. But
2-1 either way seems to be the favourable scoreline from what I've seen. And we did have a chat. 50% chance Doncaster will win. I think it's a 13% chance of a draw, and whatever's left is what Oxford have got, which is probably about fair, isn't it? Even it's pretty close.
It's hard to
pretty close to being a 50-50 game, though.
Yeah. You got to say Doncaster performed better on the season. They haven't had anything close to the blip that Oxford started the year with. So, that's that. Very quickly, Lincoln won last night, didn't they, Ian?
Yes. It's a full round of fixtures in League One for the first time in God knows how many weeks, which is good to see. No weather, no COVID, and Lincoln did play Gillingham last night and absolutely stuffed them. 3-0. Couldn't be any more perfect for Gillingham after losing to Donny last weekend.
Other matches that have already happened today: Villa beat Arsenal 1-0. Coventry City drew 0-0 with Watford. A host of matches have been called off in League Dos. Cheltenham Town versus Carlisle's off. Mansfield Town versus Swansea Rovers is off. Salford City versus Bolton's off. Scunthorpe versus Oldham's off. And Southend versus Walsall is off.
Championship game called off, Thomas. Championship game called off for a waterlogged pitch. So
no, that's not allowed.
Not allowed. Not allowed. This level.
Yes. So that's Barnsley Derby out. Exeter very quickly are leading Bradford 3-2 right now. But Ian, do you see the Barnsley staff being fired over such a horrendous issue?
Terrible, isn't it? I just they haven't got a leg to stand on. If you play that higher up, if you play in that high of a level, you've got to play come rain or shine.
Exactly. Xylophone Bayui says hi. Hello. PP69 says 3-2 to Oxford. That would be a barn burner of a game. Barn burner.
Take it.
Matthew Bowden says the bookies have made Oxford favourite.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Unbelievable.
It's quite surprising.
Right. He's here. Jesus Christ, he's turned up. William Golder is yet again on this stream. Let's see what he says. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. Up the Football League we go forever and ever. We follow the team. We're Oxford United. We rule supreme. We'll never be mastered. We keep the yellow flag. I don't know.
Good song.
Just nonsense. Nonsense coming out of him. Robert, pessimistic brother Alan is here.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. Tell us some really depressing things about football, Robert Allen. Like, talk to us. Tell us, how bad Oxford United are. Somebody called Yocuz, Xocuz. I'm sure I'm saying that really well right now. Says 8-2 to Rovers, so I'm just suspecting
I think he's been commenting on some of our videos, so welcome. Glad to come along. Yeah, it's good to get another perspective. I hope it's not that score, though, because that would be very hard for me to carry on. When the 8th goal gets slammed in, I think I might have to open the emergency whiskey.
I think we'll all be having a drink at that point. Even Doncaster to celebrate and Oxford fans because suicidal. Aaron Harvey, recent form, last 5 games, gives Oxford a 60% chance of winning, but he's still sitting with his Doncaster 2-1 win.
It's like Sex Panther, isn't it? 60% of the time.
60% of the time, it works every time. So, I have got the Newcastle versus Southampton match on, so Ian, you're going to have to give me a lot of commentary because what's in front of me is going to put me to bed.
I'm interested to see what colour shirts Oxford are going to wear in this game because the official away kit is orange, but Robinson came out and talked about how much he likes his teams wearing white. How all the men look a lot bigger. Weird comment. When they wear white.
Does anyone else just, even when he's winning now, it seems like he just chats utter shit.
So my advice to you, Thomas, is next time you want to
manage a football team?
To appear bigger, you can take that in any circumstances how you like. Wear a white top.
I'm not going to follow this too much further down. The BBC have actually given top billing to Doncaster versus Oxford. Talking about the stories, 3rd tier, Doncaster versus Oxford, decent game on paper, the meeting of 2 informed teams.
Taking comments on everything as well. Anybody want to talk about India versus England cricket? We'll talk about it. Anybody want to talk about Bangladesh, West Indies? We'll talk about it. Anybody want to talk about Pakistan, South Africa? We will talk about it. Super Bowl.
Joe Root for Prime Minister?
Crap, overrated.
Joe Root for Prime Minister?
Should have got 250.
Yeah. William Golder says, Ian, you've got a great T-shirt. He loves classic Star Wars stuff. Is it?
It's Empire Strikes Back.
How is that Oxford United?
Oh,
am I missing?
You really haven't watched the film, have you?
I don't remember Oxford United making an appearance in the second Star Wars, but please tell me more.
You remember when Luke has to travel to Dagobah to learn the ways of the Jedi from Firoz Kassam?
Should have seen that.
He's jumping around in the forest with Kassam on his backpack.
Because Kassam would never walk himself from one place to another. Someone's got to carry him. William Goldie says, I need to sort it out. I'm wearing an Oxford top and everything. It's cruel. Old Robbie Allen says, Robinson does tend to talk out his arse. Well, by his logic, Spurs must be 10-foot giants.
But, it was an odd comment, but teams are out. Teams are out on the pitch. Doncaster in their red and white hoops, and I can't see what Oxford are wearing. I missed it. I was talking about Empire Strikes Back. Oxford in yellow. What about their own kit?
Why are they not in white though? Because they would be giants.
I don't know. They look fucking tiny. I can barely make them out.
I've never seen professional footballers look so small, but right now I'm.
But I know there's a lot of people that probably would have liked to have gone to this game, but I just say it's really annoying living quite close to Doncaster, and this would have been one of the very few games that would have been quite easy for me to get to, and I can't go. So boo, boo. But at least we get to watch it here with everyone this afternoon. And it looks like they might be doing some sort of a minute silence. Is this for Captain Tom? It might be.
Does this mean we have to be silent for a minute?
Does it? I don't think it does it? We can be. If it'll upset anyone, it will be.
Well, tell us if it will, because I'm going to keep talking. Vika Granville does say Rashford for PM. Vika, I see you. I got you, girl. Matthew Bowden, 8-2. I'll eat my hat in the next video in that happenstance. The most ridiculous score I've ever seen is Luton 7, Oxford 4.
Oh, right.
That is a ridiculous score.
Yeah. The one that springs to mind, one of the most nuts game that springs to mind is when, I remember going, it was at the Manor when Oxford drew with Pompey 5-5. That was just a crazy game. And it was mainly because we were the side that came back to draw, which made it stand out so much. But yeah, there must be some other crazy ones out there. Let us know what the craziest game was you ever went to.
Jonathan Herath, route to be knighted by the end of the year, Ian Allen.
Wouldn't be shocked.
What do you think of that?
Maybe not by the end of the year, but wouldn't be shocked. I mean, if he gets the number of runs he's looking like he's going to get, where he'll overtake Cook in terms of runs scored and number of hundreds, then he'll have to be, won't he, really? But yeah, obviously deserves it. He's look, you know, if you're going to give, I'm not a massive fan of giving knighthoods to sports players, but if anyone deserves it, he does, because he's been arguably one of England's best ever cricketers.
Two Star Wars comments have come in. Nice. Pessimistic Brother Alan says Kazam is a Scythian, and William Golder follows that with Kazam, and both S's are $ is Jar Jar Binks. If I ever saw
that's
one.
True. I got that wrong. I think he would more likely be Jar Jar Binks or Palpatine, kind of like behind the scenes, isn't he? Like, looks at the friendly face, but you know, it's all evil.
Yokas says again he thinks it's going to be 8-2. PP69, the Super Bowl. I'm not familiar with that, but I know it's going to start in a few days. It's going to start this evening, my friend.
PP69, I like that game.
Jake Hooson says Lincoln 6-0.
It could be. What, in the Papa John's World Championship final? Could be.
I mean, I suppose it could be.
So far, Oxford haven't had a kick. 7 seconds in. Oh no, we had a kick now.
Yay! William Golder says directly to Mr. Matthew Bowden, I remember watching Oxford beat Halifax 6-1 or so. That was my highest scoring game.
About Paul Moody, I think, got a hat-trick in that one. Was Chris Wilder the manager of Halifax then? Let us try and look that one up. I think Chris Wilder might have been Halifax manager for that match.
That'd be a nice little bit of trivia, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, obviously that was his first managerial job, and I remember they talked about how when Doncaster got a early free kick, a chance to put the ball in the box about midway inside Oxford's half, but they talked about like how he locked the players in the changing room after the game in one of the games where they played Oxford United. Halifax media were waiting for like ages for him to come out and talk to them. Header away by Rob Atkinson. Need to get this second ball out. Still with Donny down the left hand side this time. With Gomez.
Gomsh. Yokas says,
sorry to cut you off. Really good bit of defending there by Elliot Moore. It was offside in the end, but just a really simple ball over, and they're 2 men over, unmarked, and got a free header in. So early warning sign for Oxford there.
Yaku's asked, I'm assuming me, specifically because I'm the only one who's talking with an accent, if I'm Canadian. The answer to that is no. Technically, I'm English, but we'll go with American for now based on the accent.
Faux American, I was calling you the other day.
Faux American.
When it suits.
Hello, Grandstand bettors. Yes, any of your betting needs, go to them. They're in the description. They're freaking great. They're on a tear right now. They had a fantastic January. February has started the same way. If you want some good betting tips, go to Grandstand Bettors.
And seriously, honestly, if you are wanting to put bets on the Super Bowl, go over and check out their YouTube channel, Grandstand Bettors, and go and check out their daily tips, because they'll certainly steer you in the right direction for winning some cash money, son. Right, hey, it's Oxford's chance to get a ball in the box now. They've won a free kick in a high area. I think that was Elliot Lee, first good thing he's done in an Oxford shirt.
Only good thing he's done in an Oxford shirt.
Only good thing. That's the right way of looking at it. That's the way my brother would look at it. He's only done one thing right.
Pessimistic Alan, any comment? Do you feel slandered right now? You shouldn't. Maximan, by the way, has just torn Southampton apart very quickly. No goal yet, but yeah.
Come on, Yellows. Let's get a goal here. Come on, let's get a goal here. James Henry to get a good ball in. I'm put a bet on Rob Atkinson again, so in case anyone was wondering. So we're still hoping for the quest to hit his first goal.
Yes.
Cool.
When he does score it.
Ball in the box. Decent ball in. Headed away. Well defended, actually. Really well defended.
When he does score a goal, it'll be the one time where, like, well, he's never going to score a goal in this game. Like, absolutely no chance.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not backing him anymore, because I really just be happy that he scores. I'm not bothered about the financial side of it anymore.
William Golder is impressed by your knowledge, by the way, Ian. He says genuinely impressed by that, not just blowing smoke up
Which
your
one?
proverbial
6-1
bum.
win or the Wilder?
I'm assuming the Wilder comment.
I don't have a mate, I'm sorry.
You haven't said anything else intelligent
I
today.
don't have a life. I sit and I wish that my brain retained good knowledge, like
useful
knowledge,
information,
like things about law, things about like how to get a mortgage, things about all that stuff that would be useful. But no, I retain things like movie trivia and Oxford games from the 90s and early 2000s and shit like that. So
worse things.
You should be pitying me, and the best way to pity us is with a sneaky little super chat. Shameless.
Ian knows it.
Shameless.
Love
what
it.
What rules of super chat, Tom?
£50 a goal, £100 any other time.
Doncaster in. Doncaster. Oh, that's offside, surely. But it's not been given offside. Doncaster in the box, number 17 with a chance to shoot. Crowded out. But then fucking this stupid rule. What the fuck?
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Like, I'm sorry, but that looked miles offside. Not miles, but he looked offside when the guy had it. It looked like he'd run beyond the guy, like the last man. And then the linesman doesn't put the flag up until Oxford literally crowd him out and he gets his shot away. It's like unnecessary raising of the blood pressure.
I just feel like when it's a clear offside and when the linesman's convinced it's offside, don't let it play on. Just call it. Oh, Callum Wilson has shanked a volley 10 yards out to miss.
But so far, that's another example. Obviously, we saw they looked quite dangerous from the opening set piece, and then there it looked like they were able to just pass through us quite easily. A good run from midfield and created the chance. So Oxford just need to just be aware. This isn't the cannon fodder of the league we're playing.
No,
this
is
top, damn good,
almost top of the table. Jonathan Harris wants predictions for the Super Bowl. Jonathan, very quickly, it's Tom Brady. He's going to win. We all know it. It's Tom Brady. The guy's incredible. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Ian, anything to add?
If you want like real tips and odds, you definitely go and check out the Grandstand Bettors YouTube channel, and because he's bound to have like what he thinks the best bets would be, and usually he's pretty good.
He is on fire.
He's a bit better than Sex Panther.
Only 65% of the time though. Fast-paced game, says Matt Bowden, and he agrees it's a late
Doncaster
flag.
really like not giving Oxford any space so far. Oxford really they are right on us, not letting us pass the ball around. Very mean of them, not letting us pass the ball around.
Callum Wilson has the ball in the back of the net, and what is it? It's offside for the world's latest flag. Oh, twice in a matter of seconds.
Oxford going for the set piece. Oxford are the set piece kings this year, Thomas. It's unusual to see Oxford so good at set pieces that we have a ball wide right and we just want to swing it in from about 45 yards away. That's very unusual. But Henry, with a chance to load the ball in the box again, it's another very good ball in. Balcom's come, punches away and does well.
He's a good goalkeeper. It's annoying.
Yeah,
extremely annoying, really.
Looking to get forward.
Right, Ian, unless you've got anything to say, quick update. Rotherham have taken the lead against Preston. Joe Rafferty scored an own goal, and minutes after that, Brentford are now losing to Middlesbrough off an Ethan Pinnock own goal. It's own goals all over the shop.
The ball on Lee on the edge of the box, plays it back to Taylor. Taylor's crowded out, unfortunately. But that was the first time Oxford had put 2 or 3 good passes together and good link-up play between Henry and Lee there. Early signs that they're going to have a promising relationship.
Rochdale, who shipped off their star striker to Coventry at the end of the transfer window, are now down 1-0 to Charlton Athletic. Anything else happening in the leagues, Ian? No, that's it. Those are your goal
Doncaster
updates.
with another chance on the edge of the box to get the ball in the box. It's a good ball, but Long's got time to pull it away. But that all came from a bit of sloppy play from Brannigan, I think.
1-0 to Sunderland. They are now winning. William Golder says... sorry?
Sunderland winning.
Yeah, Sunderland are winning 1-0. Early, though, it's 6 minutes in. They'll find a way to concede a 90th minute goal to make it 1-0. So that's what they do. Sunderland fans, let me know.
It's the hope that kills you.
The Halifax game was... William Golder says the Halifax game was his first at the new stadium. All down here from there.
Oh, sorry I interrupted.
No. You talk over me for this. I'm
very really interesting game. So absolutely right. It looks a very quick game with both sides have found their passing. Oxford, a couple of good moves there. Shot on the edge of the box, I think. Might have been from Henry, but Lee tries his arm from distance, and Oxford get a corner, I believe. Ooh. First corner of the game for the Yellows. But Oxford not afraid to like trying these pot shots from. I mean, Lee was like 25 yards out there, and it was a good block. But encouraging signs so far. Oxford started all right. Both sides look quite good going forward.
Golder says it just got worse after the Halifax game because they were relegated a year or two later. Golder, stop being so miserable. You're not pessimistic, brother Alan. Bring it back, all right?
Wilders first, because I actually thought Halifax went down that season. Because I know Oxford were crap that year, and Halifax were about the only side we would beat.
I'm listening. What do people think of that? Robert Allen's
header down by Elliot Moore from the corner, but it was straight to the Falcon. I'm going to call him from now on.
What, Alan Reeve Alcombe?
The Falcon.
They're cool. Right. Okay.
Well, you can call him Sam Wilson, whatever you like. But Falcon too.
Robert, pessimistic brother Alan says after the defeat of Halifax, didn't Oxford United enter the Ricks era?
No.
Again, these facts go over my head.
No, I don't think so. I think this is. So that was Brandon Barker there. First chance to see him run with the ball, but defender did well, tackled him. I don't think so. That was like the first season we went down into League 2, or it might have been League like the 3rd division back then, and I think that was the season where Mark Wright started as manager.
Oh,
and I don't know who took over from him at the end. Was it Atkins? Atkins might have taken over from him at the end, midway through. But I think that win might have been under Atkins. I'm not sure. Long time ago now. Barker,
Aaron,
turn of pace. Oh, Oxford with a chance. So that Barker just got interesting there. He just got like half a yard on the defender and was able to put a really good floated ball over, and it just went over the top of Taylor's head. Not saying Taylor's an idiot. He read it, but it just literally went over his head, not figuratively. And unlucky, but good signs. Good signs that Barker's on it and got a good turn of pace.
Aaron Harvey says the early goals for Sunderland and Charlton mean that if those results stay the same, Oxford can't get up into playoff spots as it stands. That is correct. Kit Mainston asked if either of us play Fantasy Premier League, and Ian, I'm pretty sure the answer is no from both of us.
I just never get into. It's one of those things at the start of the season. I always think, oh yeah, I'm going to do that, and then I start and I get bored of it really quick, and then just never keep up with it. So it's kind of the story of my life, really.
It's 1-1 in the MK Dons game now, though, so everyone can be calm. Obviously, my MK Dons doing well.
Yeah, they can't help themselves, can they? Sunderland just cannot help it.
They have to. It was one of the best defenses in the league, but they just can't stop conceding when they need it.
I know I slagged Will Grigg mostly just to get a rise out of you. The Will Grigg, I slagged him off on the League One video, but they got Cameron Jerome and Will Grigg up front. I mean, that's
nuts.
Not the youngest strike force, but a hell of an experienced strike force. And Cameron Jerome still looks really good.
Yeah, I mean, he was always quite the decent target man, right? He just didn't have the greatest finishing on earth.
Yeah, he's certainly a good player for them. He scored against Oxford, I think, in the home game, and he just a good focal point for them when they do decide to hit it long, rather than passing it around the two centre backs.
Yakos asks, "Is Oxford Manchester Oxford?" Sure. Aaron Bowen? Anyway, hello. Nice to see you. Says, "Come on, you Yellows."
Come on, you Yellows.
Bowden, we are playing well.
We are doing all right. Yeah, we're looking good. Good little sustained spell of pressure. Throw in down the right-hand side. I might see Taylor out there. Oh, nice play. Oxford a chance. I'm not sure who number 17 is for Oxford.
Too much. Too much going on.
No, just but really nice bit of play down that right-hand side, and the guy got in behind. I think I lose track of who it was, but flashed across goal, but it just missed everybody and went out of play. But certainly Oxford, they found their passing groove, and they're really pressing Doncaster back for this last 5 or so minutes. Ruffles of a shooting chance, but straight at the Falcon, easy chance.
Loving that. William Golder, I know where you live, and when travel is legitimate again, I'm coming for you. Jonathan Harath says his team's already losing. PP69.
Isn't he moving again, William Golder? I thought he was like a man that travels every week.
No, that was wifey or girlfriendy or whatever her name is. Yeah.
Oh, Oxford have got a lot. Seriously, Oxford are massively on top in this game, and they've really got to start one, working the goalkeeper more, and two, ideally finding a goal while they're on top, because that was a chance. Brannigan ran right to the edge of the box there, and just fucked the pass up at the end.
Yeah,
certainly, definitely, really Oxford done really well, and it's early days of putting this Doncaster team under pressure high up the pitch, and we're winning the ball back really high up. And
Ian, remind me if you've heard this. St. Maximin has just ripped Southampton apart, and Newcastle are now winning. It's 1-0.
Wow.
Willock's had a tap-in. Yeah, St. Maximin is a total other. Like, he's another level. He just beats everybody. Well, Willock scored. Easy. It's a tap-in, though.
I think that game's come at a perfect time for Newcastle, coming off the back of the Saints losing, obviously, heavily to Man U, and they just look
no fit players.
There's no question marks under Hasenhüttl like there was when they lost 9-0 to Leicester, but
no,
they're just threadbare. They're really struggling at the moment.
Walking wounded right now in that team.
And then obviously the way he plays is all about high energy, and when you don't have it, it's difficult for them.
PP69, do you think West Ham has a shot at the top four in the Prem? Ian, do you?
Realistically, no, but they are playing really well at the moment. And here comes Atkinson. I will answer it in a second. Here comes striding majestically. Taylor can't control the ball, and it goes back to Doncaster. But and Oxford get a cheap free kick out of it somehow. I don't know what the referee gave that for, but I think you probably agree with me that they're doing great. I just still think there's better sides than them, and we've already kind of think the top four's nailed on with City, Man U, Arsenal, and Liverpool scraping 4th place.
Just gonna pretend you didn't say that. I think West Ham look fantastic this season, but I think they could get top 6. I think they could pull an Everton in that respect.
It would be. I would like it. It would be fantastic, very refreshing to see a side like West Ham in the Champions League. Yeah,
but unfortunately, I think they're going to come just short. Bowden, they are playing really well. I'm not watching it, but everything Ian's saying sounds very promising.
Free kick about 35 yards out. Chance to get the ball in the box. It's pretty central, but decent ball in and headed behind for a corner.
You know, we've done this. We've done probably like 7 or 8 live streams now, and we've only done a couple where I can't see the game. But based on your commentary thus far, Ian, this seems like the most exciting game you might have watched. Like, it seems like Oxford are in control. They're attacking. They're creative.
I don't know whether it's the kind of like nerves of the game a little bit. Like, it feels like a big game. It felt like a big game. I'm not listening to it with any commentary or anything like that. But you know this is such an important, not, as I say again, not critical, not must win, but it's an important game. Shit corner straight out of play. Game for Oxford, and playing a side that are one of the best sides in the league, and we will want to see how the strength of this 7-game unbeaten run in the league, or winning run in the league, really is.
Will Richardson, hello, North American, Uru baby. Jake Green, hey guys, just got in from work. How is it looking? I can answer this question. Oxford looking good, but unable to score. Need goals. Goals important, but playing well.
No clear-cut chances yet, but Oxford are done well for about the last 10 minutes or so. They've been on top.
Even pessimistic brother Alan says that they're playing well. Will Golder is making OUFC chants. Will Golder, you keep that up. I can deal with this. Aaron Harvey says James Henry isn't number 17. I'm going to leave that to you, Ian, to decipher.
You tell me who number 17 is, because I ain't got I'm useless at it.
Aaron Bourne.
I think he is. Isn't he 17? Am I going mad? Let me solve this.
Well, you have the internet. I've got to read these things. Aaron Bourne says, "Are you guys shocked?" Do you not have internet? Because I have 40 windows open. My computer is currently smoking at the gills.
Henry is 17.
He's 17.
He is 17.
Oh, Harvey said James Henry is 17. I got that
Ah,
wrong.
apologies. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Thank you, James.
Uh,
We're still learning
Aaron,
the way of the internet, me and Tom.
what is this goggle and why does everyone use it? Aaron
Stand
Bowen says,
Taylor dying swan act has just won us a free kick about 30 odd yards out on the left hand side. Defender didn't really foul him, but Taylor shot in the back, like a sniper, picked him off from the stand.
man on the hill, right? Grassy Knoll even. Aaron Bowen, are you guys shocked Shadipo isn't starting? We have touched on this multiple times. According to Carl Robinson, he's not fit enough to start, so this isn't
no, Thomas, don't listen to the way your words are very like
vengeful.
What's
That's
the word I'm looking for?
I
mislead, I would say there. Like, you've been very aggressive on it. When Robinson's literally just said he's played 2 games in a week, and it might be better to play Barker, who's fresher, and Shadipo can come off the bench.
Sure.
You make it sound like Robinson's left him out.
I mean, there's nothing more Robinson than leaving.
Ball in the box, and again headed out by the Doncaster centre half. Comes to Branners on the edge of the box. He plays it out to Lee. Go on, Rusty Lee. Longy. Long with the ball in. Oh, God, Donny Costa is solid at the back, man. The defenders, so far defensively, they look really as good as you'd expect. But here goes Barker with a great run. Brilliant run by Barker. And again, great cross, but good defending by Doncaster. I think I'm going to be hearing that a lot this week, this game. And now they might get a chance to break with Okanabiri. But we've got to be careful. Counter-attack.
Bowden says, all Oxford at the moment, but we missed the best one. Rochdale, Aaron, Harvey, Ian, are you watching the game on an Oxford? Are you watching the game on an Oxford player?
Watching it on iFollow,
yeah.
Which I assume the majority of people are. There might be some people watching it listen to it on Radio Oxford, so you may be a little bit ahead of what I'm seeing. But generally, I'd say everyone's on the same wavelength. If you want to know, I'm at 20 minutes, 50 seconds in the game.
William Golder says, Tom, can I ask you a personal question? Will, we both know the answer to that is no. Jake Green, it's a game that shows that if we're good enough to mount a challenge for playoffs promotion, draw or win, yes. Take a loss could derail any challenge. End up mid-table.
Look, we know the way we are as sports fans, and it's we're emotionally invested in Oxford and all that, and every loss feels like it's a disaster, and but look, remember, this is a good side we're playing, and we've still got bloody 20 odd games to go if we don't win this one. So it's not the end of the world. There just still will be a lot of question marks over it.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty much what you were just wanted to. I just know that if they do lose, and when we do the video on it, there'll be a lot of thumbs down and people angry just because Oxford have lost a game.
Yeah. I said this to you the other day off camera, just that Oxford have played so well recently that a bad performance now, like, both of these sides are due a loss. So, like, if one of them loses, it's just what it is at the end of the day. Like, it's just football. You do have to lose games every now and then. I think.
It's probably. And this is honestly, we might well lose this game today, which makes this comment sound stupid. But it tends to be when teams are on these like really long unbeaten runs that they tend to lose to a really random game out of the blue.
Yeah.
Like next week we got like Wigan, or we've got Bristol Rovers away, who are in shocking form. On Tuesday, it'll be something like that where we lose a shitty game 1-0, or to Wigan at home, a game you'd never think we'd lose in a million years. But we will see. That's the kind of beauty of lower league football, I guess. It's like everybody's kind of not really that far apart from each other in terms of quality.
Well, I mean, you see it in the Premier League as well. The games Liverpool are losing are just garbage teams. Man United lost to Sheffield United, I think. Maybe that happened.
Man United just the gift. They are the entertainment gift that keeps on giving, because their games are never dull.
They write the story themselves as well. It's like, if you want a narrative, here's a crazy narrative that'll sell papers for a week. We lost to Sheffield United.
Literally, the image of Man United is Ollie on a unicycle spinning plates And it's just like he's just about keeping it level at the moment, doing a good job. But at any moment, he could just crash and burn.
Oh, what I'd pay to watch him fall off that unicycle, though.
Yeah, but it won't matter. Get back up, have another go.
Yeah, and Ollie we trust. He's at the wheel. I have no idea if I'm saying this right, so I'm just going with it now. Jock Hughes says DRFC, Dominican Republic Football Club. I don't know what that has to do with this game, but
I like it. Not Doncaster Rovers, Dominican Republic Football Club.
Well, I don't know. He hasn't specified. Oh, it's 2-0 to Newcastle. Almiron shot, deflected own goal. 2-0. Bet off Bednarak as well.
Is the Newcastle game on? What is on BT? Is it?
It's on the Butter. Yeah. Will Golder's asking personal questions, and I'm not going to answer him. Jake Green.
I can answer them.
No, you don't need to answer him. No one needs to respond to this man. He's a troll.
I would.
King troll.
I would be deep and intimate, but Tom doesn't let me.
Well, he wants to know questions about me specifically, not you. But when he asks a question about you, I will. Jake Green says he loves reruns of Baywatch, and they all wear backward. Oh no, Jake! Shh! Don't join in with William Golder. Don't do it. Don't do it. Kai Shelton says bloody twat. I'm really hoping we're not talking about me. Vika Granville wants to know why I'm permanently in a foyer. Ian, why am I permanently in a foyer?
Doncaster go forward again. Sorry to interrupt. Doncaster go forward again. Played into the front man. He's offside. And actually the linesman does put the flag up straight away this time, so not too bad. Sorry, what were you saying about you being in a foyer?
I don't know, but I'm just clapping for Vika Granville. Well done. Well done, old girl. That was good. Yeah.
And I'm at Doncaster. I'm at the keep mode. I'm there.
You are. You actually, base something on football. Pessimistic Brother Allen says, he's talking about losing. He says it all depends on the manner of the defeat. If we play poorly, then it'll raise questions. If we lose a tight competitive game, maybe not. So if this game goes this way and Doncaster nick a goal and Oxford lose, how will the Oxford fans watching this right now feel? Will you think we did well, we could have won that, we just need to win the next game, or will you instantly call for Carl Robinson's head and decide that
I don't think anyone's going to be calling for Carl Robinson's head, but I think there'll be some people. Yeah, you will be, but there'll be people saying that like this player's not good enough or that player's not good. Not a lot of people, because a lot of people will be normal, but it's the vocal minority will throw the toys out of the pram. But the thing is about this time of the season, especially this season, is you don't get a lot of time to dwell on the wins and losses because we're playing really much Tuesday, Saturday every week. As Atkinson mows forward and wins another free kick for Oxford on the edge of the box. This time within shooting range, I would say. For yellow card to Doncaster's... one of Doncaster's centre-backs. I'm going to pick one at random. I'm going to say Anderson. We'll find out if that's true or not. Not Jimmy.
Jake Green says, how does Barker look? Ian, you seem
good.
Happy with him thus far?
So far, 26 minutes in, he's looked good. When he's had a chance to run, looks like he's got a good turn of pace. He's got to the byline a couple of times, put a couple of good crosses in. Encouraging signs so far, I would say. And Elliot Lee's looked busy as well. Looks a good player.
Kit Mainston says, what a bad week Bednarek's having. You can only genuinely agree with that. Has a red card, gets it rescinded, comes back in, own goal. I think he scored an own goal during the week as well. Anthony Harvey says back-to-back own goals for Bednarek. Not sure he wanted that red card rescinded. William Golder has a rude question, but it has to do with me, so I'm not going to say it. William Golder, I see you. I see you. Jake Green does say jog on William Golder. See, I'm getting a little bit of support for once. And William Bowden.
Shite free kick. Why did you do that? Like, why did you literally just roll it off to the side to let someone shoot, to let Doncaster charge it down? James Henry's so good from set pieces, like from that range. Why wouldn't he try and shoot? I don't understand. Wasted opportunity.
2-1.
And now Oxford give the ball away, and Gorans had to foul the guy. He's going to get booked. And that's just all come from a crap free kick.
Yep.
Trying to be too clever and too cute.
Right, Minamino scored. It's 2-1. Looks like a good goal. I don't know. We'll have to replay it 40 times for VAR to decide if they're like, yeah, it's a good goal. Great finish. Pings it. Kai Shelton says, come on, you Swindon. It's a really quick look. Let's update ourselves on the Swindon score currently. Swindon 0, Shrewsbury 0.
This is a chance for Doncaster to put the ball in, and I'll just say some things about. I'll talk about what this is might impact Goran as the game after. Well, the referee's dwelling, so he's just put
is he
free
having a
kick back.
dwell?
Look, we've seen it before with Goran, where he looks great and then he gets a booking and he has to go into his shell a little bit because he's scared of getting sent off. I remember a game against Charlton; he was amazing until about the half an hour mark, and then he got booked and Oxford conceded pretty soon after that. So I hope that's not early booking's going to dampen his performance. Free kick, played in, Jack Stevens, all day long. No problem.
Solid in the air, mate. Yeah, solid in the air.
And he punts it forward. And Oxford, Barker, great pace there. All he can do is hoist a high ball back into the middle, and it's pretty easily cleared, although pretty back with a Falcon, no problems for Donny.
Matthew Bowden says, we're playing really well. If we lose, that's football. Lenaringo Adwat asks if there's a miniature yellow post box behind Tom to the right. Yes, I don't know which direction right is on the screen behind me, but there is one.
Absolutely, definitely is. There's
that's where
that was actually when Tom won a gold medal at the 2012 Olympics, and they painted a post box.
I stole it, chopped it in half, and put it in the office I work in.
Scratched the name off. Scratched Andy Murray off and replaced it with
There's still one of those. There's still one of those at the top of what road is it? Divinity Road.
Divinity Lane, isn't it? That was for Paralympic champion, I think.
Was it?
Yeah.
Maybe George Hurt will win one of those one day. He's our current Paralympic training man.
They don't do the gold post boxes anymore, do they? Though?
Well, they're going to have to learn to.
Because I remember Lizzie Arnold wanted one for winning the gold at the Winter Olympics, and they actually painted it gold, and they went and painted it back. No, boo!
So pedantic as well. No, you don't get this. You don't count. You're not real.
It's like puts them in a hard position. It's like, well, we don't want to do it, but we kind of have to because then some twat will paint it green and.
Yeah. I think everybody should be able to paint letterboxes whatever color they want as long as there are no rude words on it. And I want opinions on this. Should we all have the
Doncaster,
right to paint
one
mailboxes?
quick ball attacking down the right-hand side. Ruffles under pressure. Guy cuts inside. Shoots, and it's in. Doncaster have taken the lead. Goal for Doncaster, and that is number 11. That is Taylor with a goal for Donny. The first word that comes to mind is avoidable. I think this is the first time on a live stream Oxford have gone down since we did the Wickham one, although Tom's time ago. But very avoidable. Good ball forward by Doncaster, but it cut Oxford in really open with one ball down the right-hand side, or Oxford's left, and the guys cut inside, and Ruffles and Atkinson can't get across to him to block the shot. And actually, it was Goran. Can't get across to him to block the shot. And it's not the hardest hit shot in the world. And I would say that's one Stevens should have been saving. But as we're not allowed to question Jack Stevens, we have to say it's a good goal. But test now for Oxford. Test of them to be 1-0 down. How do they respond? From my point of view, that's exactly what we did not want to happen. To be 1-0 down to this Donny side. It's going to be really tough now.
And I'm going to cut through as many of these things as I can because we have a lot of comments. Will Golder says, "Why am I censoring his questions? It's an abuse of his freedom of expression, and he'll deport me back to Canada." Clearly, William, I'm afraid enough of that quote that I am no longer censoring all of your comments. So I said that one. PP69 says, "Minamino joined the Saints at the worst possible time." I actually think he joined them at the best possible time. He's definitely going to get game time. Ings is fit. Redmond's fit. Ward-Prowse is fit. Orieu is back. As much as they don't have players, he's going to get a ton of game time and the chance to actually catch up with English football.
Is he a loan signing?
Yeah, he's a loan signing. Lenaringo Adwat says, "Is that little yellow cylinder behind Tom Swindon?" That makes me giggle. I like that. Aaron Harvey says, "Rochdale and Wigan having shockers." Vika Granville has super chatted as £3. Thank you very much, Vika Granville.
Thank you very much.
Very much appreciate that. Anybody who noticed that came up almost the minute Doncaster scored, that had nothing to do with Doncaster scoring. That is to get me out of the foyer and into an office building somehow. Matthew Bowden says it's a good finish. Jake Green says, "Damn." Aaron Harvey says, "Couldn't make it to halftime." Lenaringo Adwat, "Tom, that's mental. That's a mental policy." What you said about painting anything you like, I'm sticking to it. I think that's exactly how the world should work. We should all be able to paint our own letterboxes.
He means post boxes, not letter boxes.
They're the same things, aren't they?
Well, your letter boxes on the front of your house that post through post boxes.
Well, I mean, I suppose you can paint your letterbox whatever you want, can't you?
Yeah, well, I think you can.
Yeah. Maybe what I said wasn't so crazy, even if I didn't mean what I said. I mean, we're learning things today, folks. We're learning things.
Oh, that's better defending by Oxford, but Doncaster still with a chance. And the foul on Long, surely, all day long. So far the consensus is, my brother not text anything then, not wrote in about the goal?
Oh, I still have so many of these to go through. That was a page.
Go through it, man. I want to see what people thought about that goal. I really want to see what people...
So, obviously, Bowden said good goal. Jonathan Harris said, didn't I say I was going to fall asleep with the game I'm watching? I thought I would, Jonathan, but 35 minutes and I've had 3 goals. It's fantastic. Yep, Jonathan Harris has also said 3 goals in 30 minutes. That's Jake Hooson. That's terrible. There goes all the confidence. Jake Green, we need to hit back quick. Robert Allen, pessimistic brother Allen. Poor keeping there by Jack Stevens.
Oh, there we are, folks. There we are.
It's coming.
There we are. Let's start the campaign right here. Eastwood back in goal for the next game.
William Golder jumps on the bandwagon, says shame about Jack's poor effort at saving. Hopefully we'll get the equalizer before halftime.
Yeah, there's two sides. There's always 2 sides to the coin on a goal, isn't there? Doncaster will say, really great ball, great run, great finish. Oxford, it was avoidable. You can't say it wasn't.
Yeah,
but that's not the first time that they've played pretty simple balls, just along the ground, and seemed to cut us open quite easily a couple of times already. So not. And I don't know whether that's Oxford poor defending or whether that's just really good play, and they're just doing it quickly and before Oxford can read it.
I think by the sound of it, you don't.
Go on, Barker. Barker with a chance now to run down the wing, pick a good ball though. It's a Doncaster man, and just can't seem to turn good possession and good territory into shooting chances at the moment, which is annoying. That should go right the way through.
Letteringo Adwat still says he'd be mad if everyone painted their letterboxes. I mean, I feel like everyone should be allowed to paint every post box. I think that's the only way it should be. I think it would add to the social cohesion of the country, and it would make things a lot more exciting.
What colour would you paint the post box?
I would see my preference. I pinged it off. It's my watch. The watch is in charge. I have no control. This is Apple. In French, Doncaster would mean, okay, Aster, but who is Aster? Letteringo Dot, that is a fantastic question. Who is Aster? Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd point it multicolors. I would, there'd be just a lot of splotches of different colors, just to make it exciting and fresh and, yeah. Okay. What color would you paint yours, Ian?
Red.
Why did I even ask? Why did I even ask?
Right. Come on, Oxford, do something. Elliot Lee down the side, trying to interplay with Long, but once again Doncaster foil us. But Henry's won the ball. God, yellows. Go on, Henry, do something with it. I'll say, come on, Long, do something with it. Shit, ball by Henry. Lee on the edge of the box with a shooting chance. Curls it just wide. Good first effort. Really, I would say, best effort we've had on goal. Little bit of space opened up for Elliot Lee, and it was a decent effort, but we're in a good angle to see it from where we are, and it always looked like it was just he set it out too far wide of the post and didn't curl back in. Keeper wasn't worried about it.
Right, Ian, it's time for a real quick score updates. Goals are going in everywhere. Brighton have a 1-0 lead. Brighton have a 1-0 lead over Burnley. It's 1-0. Lewis Dunk with the goal. Birmingham Bournemouth is 1-0. Cardiff City are beating Bristol 2-0. Luton are beating Huddersfield 1-0. Middlesbrough are beating Brentford 1-0. Sheffield Wednesday are winning against Millwall. Rotherham are still beating Preston. I think this gets them out of the relegation zone with a win there. QPR and Blackburn 0-0. Stoke 0-0. Wickham are down 1-0 to Forest. There's a surprise. Wickham losing. In the League One, not a huge amount of goals. Milton Keynes, though, leads Sunderland 2-1. Peterborough at home, obviously winning 2-0 against Crewe. Charlton are now beating down on Rochdale 2-0. Shrewsbury have taken a lead against the mighty Swindon Town 1-0. AFC Wimbledon are beating the Vegan Athletic 2-0. And in League 2, Harrogate lead Crawley 2-0. Morecambe
Just to interject,
2-1.
while Tom rattles off the rest of them, Oxford do have a free kick, as you probably know as you're watching it. Another, just it's on right-hand side. Just a decent opportunity again for Henry to put a good ball in. It's just need to get on the end of one of these. Doncaster have defended these fantastically well so far. So, do you want to let's just see this free kick, Tom, and you can carry on with the League 2.
There's only one score left.
Okay.
Tranmere beating Port Vale. Done.
Right, go on then, James. Come on, James. Come on, Jimbo. Time to get one on the head of a Oxford player. It's a decent ball in again. Oi! Well, this one was a lower, flatter ball, and unfortunately Taylor did head it, but his header was decent, but he was too far in front of the post, and it just went wide. But I'm not sure if Henry meant to hit it that flat and low, but at least it found an Oxford man. And we're knocking on the door, folks, but we still haven't. And I'll just cut back to it. We didn't see it, but Oxford have won a cheap corner, so Doncaster must have made a mess of playing the ball out of the back, and Oxford have got another chance. And I'll say it again: to get the ball in the box and to win a header. But so far, this doesn't seem like it's going to be our route to goal. I hope I'm wrong off this corner, but Doncaster look rock solid.
Meat pie sausage roll. Come on, Oxford, give us a goal. Ooh.
It's come to Branner's on the edge of the box. He plays it to Barker.
Alan, use your words.
Chance! Goal! Get in there!
Boom!
Get in there. Sam Long, goal machine. Sam Long, goal machine.
Goal machine.
Come on, guys. That is perfect. Perfect response from Oxford. They've been the better side in this first half. That was Doncaster failed to clear that properly, and Brannigan and I think Barker kept the ball alive. Number 20, it was Atkinson who kept the ball alive out wide. Good shot, but I think that was Elliot Lee who had the shot, which bobbled through to Falcon. I don't think he did the best with that shot, and because he's only palmed it straight out to Long, who smashed it in. But let's just say it, folks, and I think this deserves at least £50 super chats. How good has Sam Long been this season? Where would we be without Sam Long this season? He's been an absolute revelation for a guy who would have been a backup right back in some people's eyes at the start of the season. He's been easily our player of the season so far.
Right, Ian, let's catch up on all the comments because they've flown in. Golder, that's my bad. Genuinely, the phone shouldn't be on. But you know what? Don't care. Robert Allen and Letteringo Edouard are now saying that I'm a maverick for painting letterboxes. And you know what? I'm going to go out and do it after this game. Aaron Harvey's updated as Sheffield Wednesday are now tied 1-1 with Millwall, but he's pulling for Sheffield Wednesday. Aaron Harvey, boom, goes goal for Oxford. Matthew Bowden, boom, boom. Robert Allen, boom. Jake Green, and yes, nice one, lad.
2-1 Oxford, didn't he? That's the first boom. Well, hopefully there'll be another boom at some point.
Could use one more. William Golder, yellows. Jonathan Herath, and quote, I didn't think that would be our route to goal. PJ Simpson, fire. Hello, PJ Simpson. Good to see you.
I'm happy to be wrong with that. I do not mind having egg on my face. But
you love egg on your face.
Here come Doncaster though, with a chance to run into the box, number 9 for them. But luckily, he makes a mess of it, and Oxford can clear. And now the game of it's like a basketball game can begin.
PJ Simpson, say hello, Ian. Hello, PJ.
Hello, PJ.
Jake Houston says his dad doesn't think he's the best because of last year. I mean,
Longy. Oh, Longy.
Yeah. Sorry.
What did he do wrong last year?
I don't know. I just sit here and talk. You're supposed to know things. Aaron Bond says, get in there, lads. Well deserved. And Robert Allen, thank you very much. He super chatted us. Woo! Super chats and goals. This is what we love.
You want to hear a really funny joke?
Yes.
Oxford went a goal down and they were looking for an equaliser, but they didn't have to wait long.
You're on your own.
Oh God, the numbers fell off the stream then, didn't they?
Oh, thank God it's 1-1 and we can all be calm again and happy. Oh, right. Ian. I'm very excited now.
It's just a tension in the game, you know. It does feel, even watching the game on mute, it feels a tense game that no side seems to be happy with a draw in this one. And I think that Doncaster seem very happy with just literally really good chance for Donny there. That again comes from them very quickly on the break. Played a ball in behind. It looked like Long and Lee had maybe overcommitted because they were struggling to get back. And I think that's their number. I'll see on the replay. Their number 24, who is John. I don't know his first name. I don't know whether that's his first name or last name. John. Good effort, but was always curling away from goal. Again, you could see from the angle we were at that it wasn't going to go in. But they remain a real threat. They remain a real threat in transition, and Oxford have got to be careful of that. They've got to get the balance right between attack and defence and overcommitting.
Ian Allen, firstly, Robert Allen, pessimistic brother Allen, has requested his super chat back after how bad that joke was, and I can only state that you need to ping him the money right now. William Golder has super chatted us from the quote of "You love egg on your face." Thank you, William. I will say the next personal question you ask as long as it's appropriate.
Thank you, William. Thank you, William.
Yes. Thank you to all of you that have super chatted us. Thank you to everyone who's still joining us. Ian, how long's left? We must be in extra time.
We are just approaching the 45-minute mark, Thomas. It is 44 minutes, 58 seconds.
Excellent.
As Doncaster have the ball with their back line. There's 2 minutes additional time. And I think this first half has flown by. I don't know what you think. I think it's been a really enjoyable game. And I think both sides have played really well. It's a lot of what I expected from the game. Just two good sides who were playing well, and with neither one of them playing for a draw or anything like that. Both sides are going for it.
Yes. Just so everyone knows, on the halftime whistle, we will take a 5 to 10 minute break. We will definitely be back by 4 o'clock. We'll go over the results that are happening, what's happened to Oxford thus far, and then we'll, cover the second half and chat to you guys as we do it.
Very quickly, a little vote in your messages. What shall I have for the second half? Shall I have a cup of tea or shall I have a pint of Stella? What shall I have?
I think you should have a pint of Tesco's own. I know you've got some of them there. You've got to have some of them there. You've got to have some of them there.
They do sponsor this video, Tesco's own brand lager.
I like that we're one of those channels that don't actually have sponsors, so we keep pretending people are sponsoring us until one of them just pays us for the free advertising. Sponsored by Man United.
Don't pull the veil down, Thomas.
William Golder is going to consider his allowed personal question for some time and get back to us. Jake Green says it's a tense match and it's going to be an interesting second half. It is. It's going to be a fun second half, hopefully.
Yeah, I think there will be a lot of nervy times in this second half. Especially if I do go 2-1 up, I think I will be squeaky bum time, as a rubbish Man United manager once said.
Ian, am I allowed to vote in this, by the way, or not?
No.
Okay, cool. Well, in that case, Jonathan Herath, T.
Vote.
No. Jonathan Herath, T. Pessimistic Brother Allen, T. William Golder, have a pint. Jake Green, T. And pint if you go 2-1 up. So I'm going 1 each. Aaron Vickers. Hello, Aaron Vickers. Aaron Vickers says, oh my God. Newcastle 3, Southampton 1. Right, moving on from there. Aaron Vickers says, get some tea. So that's 4. Jake Hooson says, calm it down with tea. PJ Simpson says, Stella. Finally, somebody talks sense. William Golder says, how much would sponsorship cost? We're both pretty cheap dates, I'm going to be honest with you. Direct messages for that, and we'll keep you informed.
I'm yours.
But really good goal by Almiron here, 3-1 to Newcastle, and it's all off a defensive error from Southampton, and it's poor, and he's raced in on goal and pinged it to the bottom corner from 20 yards.
Thomas, I think that's break time. I need to go.
It's break time. Excellent. We will see all of you properly. I'm thinking at least £60 a day, I think is what we need right now. That sounds fair, doesn't it?
It's kind of going against these are going against your principles, though, Thomas. So you're putting £60 a day is your price for your principles, is it?
£1,800 a month, I'll take. Yeah. I'll take £20,000 a year to wear a hat correctly. I think that's a fair price to go against my principles.
Well, yeah, I guess your man's easily bought.
Easily bought. Pay me the smallest amount of money you can find, and I'll do whatever you want.
On that note, check out our Amazon affiliate links.
Amazon affiliate, check out Grandstand Bettors. Check out our website. Check out our Twitter. Check out our Facebook. Check us out. Anyway, right, Ian.
Yeah.
People are rejoining, so let's quickly go over halftime scores. So the Premier League, Newcastle are beating Southampton 3-1, and Brighton are beating Burnley. Cue everyone talking about how great a football club Brighton is. Oh my God, this is going to get painful to listen to.
Let's jump to League One quickly, Tom,
Yes.
before the game kicks off.
Right, so League One. I believe Oxford are staying where they are due to all the other scores right now, but Stanley are drawing 0-0 with Northampton, but we all know that will change soon. Burton drawing with Hull. Great result for Burton.
A surprise, that one.
I don't know about that. I predicted Burton to win, so right now I'm hurt. They're not doing better. Doncaster 1, Oxford United 0. Who knew that was the scoreline?
Well, it's actually 1-1, so you got it wrong.
Sacked. Fleetwood Town 0, Bristol Rovers 0. My God, there are no goals in this league. Ipswich.
That seems like that could easily peter out to a 0-0 draw. That one. It's two sides in terrible form.
Yeah. Ipswich Town leading Blackpool, the Tangerines 1-0. Up the pool. Come on, boys.
Up the pool.
Sort it out.
Tangerine.
We have fans there. Fans. MK Dons leading Sunderland still 2-1. Peterborough United still beating Crewe 2-0. Portsmouth somehow playing out a 0-0 draw with Plymouth.
Yeah, that one you'd have thought that'd be more likely to be a 2-2 draw rather than a 0-0 draw.
Yeah, you thought there'd be goals. Rochdale looked pretty much down and out. Yep. They're down 2-0 to Charlton.
Get your money on Rochdale, fans. Get your money. They're worth £1 for a turnaround in this
one.
Well,
you know they did sell their goal scorer, one of their strikers, to Coventry at the last day of the transfer window. So I don't actually know how well they're going to do now. I think they might.
They got marauding centre backs. But Oxford game has kicked off, by the way. We are into the second half.
Can I finish?
Can
I finish? 2 games. 2 games. Swindon are losing to Shrewsbury 1-0. After Wimbledon are beating Wigan 2-1. There you go, Ian. Talk football.
Sure. Well, Oxford have made a change at half time. Barker has come off. I'm going to imagine that is only because of fitness. Because I thought he played well in the first half. Let me know what you think. And Mide Shadipo has come on. So not disappointed by that whatsoever, because obviously we know what Shadipe can do, and but an impressive first 45 minutes for Barker, in my humble opinion.
Yes, and Ian, the stats are on the page if you'd like to talk about them for a minute.
Well, indeed. Yeah, so I don't think it's any shock that Oxford had the lion's share of the possession. Doncaster kind of probably saw the best chance for them was to kind of bring Oxford onto them a little bit and hit them on the break, and it worked well for them. I'm surprised Oxford. I don't remember 4 shots on target, although most of those shots I imagine were like little dribblers that were very easy saves for Balcombe. But I mean, this is where stats are a little bit misleading. It shows that Oxford have been absolutely smashing them, and I don't think that's necessarily been the case. We've probably been the better side, but I don't think it's like we certainly haven't been dominating. And here go Doncaster with a great chance early doors. They're in behind us. They're winning 2. Yeah. Sloppy. Again, like...
What's happened, Ian? Break it down.
I'll have to see a replay in a minute, but it's... Yeah, it's Okinabirhi with the goal. It's a ball forward that Oxford don't deal with. He's done well initially to outmuscle Atkinson, and it's just a simple 1-2 he's played, and he's in behind. And I mean, it's a good goal. It's a really tidy finish, and it's good forward play. It's not the strongest defending from Oxford, I must admit, and the worst possible start to a second half.
Well, they've come back once. We can hope they come back again. Ian, I'm going to break down all the comments we had since we left. William Golder said he'd like to sponsor me to wear a cap properly. Obviously, we've talked about that already. William, it's £60 a day. Robert Allen says the bottom 3.
Plus expenses.
Obviously. I mean, I got to buy new hats if that's the case, because I got to wear them every day now. Robert Allen says bottom 3 being cast adrift in the Premier League. Matthew Bowden says 1-1 to the game because Jockey's asked. 2M Duke says not a bad first half. Matthew Bowden says we're playing well. All of that was 100% accurate at the time. William Golder says, you guys don't make much from YouTube already. William Golder, we have been live with you for over an hour, and our ad income at this point is 0.01 pence. And I'm going to keep telling you to check in on all our socials. I like the abuse. I honestly, it's what I live for. Lord Lucan, who is going to give us his house and his cat when Oxford get promoted this season, said Mick Brown out, ad blocker in. Don't get rid of the ad blocker. Come on, bro. Don't use ad blockers.
He has some good treats, old Lord. Lord Lucan has some rare comments.
Jake Green says, we put in a lot for these videos and we're not compensated well enough. Jake Green, thank you for acknowledging the work we put in.
Ruffles had a good opportunity to get a ball in and didn't beat the first man, unfortunately.
Jake Green also says, good to see Ian coming up the league in the pools. It's very tight at the top. It is indeed. Lord Lucan says, I'm starting to feel sorry for Swindon. I think we all are. And that is when the goal went in. Matthew Bowden, crap. Yeah, there's nothing else but crap at that point.
I don't think it's not picking up on the camera when I get too close, but I do have a mug that my brother got me, which is a teletext, one of those teletext mugs, which is Oxford 3, York 1.
Ian, by the way, firstly, thank you very much, Christina Allen, for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Love having you on here.
Thank you very much.
Ian, tell me if you've heard this before. James Ward-Prowse free kick. James Ward-Prowse goal.
Wow, I haven't heard it for a while, but yeah, fantastic. I mean, I think that's takes him over Letitia now most goals from a set piece for Southampton.
Absolutely ridiculous.
It was some silly record.
Oxford could use
good chance again to get a ball in the box and they overhit it. It didn't go out. I did go out of play. I thought it did, but
Jock Hughes is definitely, as we know, a Dominican Republic Football Club supporter. He's really happy. It was a good goal. Congratulations to you guys. Jake Green, damn it. I hate being behind and seeing it in the chat. Sorry, Jake. Ian hates it as well, and I always tell him the score before it happens. So yeah.
Why are you behind? You not got? I thought live stream. I thought it would be up to date for everybody.
It depends on your internet as well, doesn't it? It depends if you're plugged in.
It's true. It does.
Yeah.
You hit the live button. It might update the feed a little bit. Good defending there from Josh Ruffles.
The first one of these we did where I was watching the game as well, Ian. I was behind you by 10 seconds for no reason.
Oh, okay.
It was just the way it was. Jock Hughes says, unlucky Oxford fans. William Golder, stupid mistakes allow goals like that. Indeed.
Yeah, this is a good bit of play. Good bit of play. What a goal. 3-1 Doncaster. Again, we are going to pick bones out of this defending, Oxford fans, because that was not pretty. But offensive point of view for Donny, skillful as you like, and another nice finish into the bottom corner. My God, Doncaster have been clinical in front of goal. They've really put us to shame in terms of what they've done with their chances compared to what we've done with ours. And everybody standing around like statues, everybody waiting for the referee to blow for a foul. He didn't blow. Number 17 for them, who is Henry, not our Henry and not our Taylor, who scored, unfortunately. Nutmegged a player. Again, there must be 4 Oxford players stood around him, letting him shoot, and I mean closely stood around him, Thomas.
Yeah.
But he's found the bottom corner.
Well,
not much Stevens could do about that one. And disastrous start. Really, really odd start to the second half. These are the sloppy goals we were conceding at the start of the season. These are the question marks we wanted to have answered, and they haven't been answered. In terms of playing a good side and beating them. And now we've got an absolute mountain to climb to get anything out of this one.
I think this plays into what William Golder was just saying before that goal went in, where
Sorry.
No, you need to update this.
Sorry, I got it wrong. It was Richards with the goal for... I was bloody looking at our team sheet when I read out Henry, wasn't I? It was Richards with the goal for Doncaster.
As he says, Oxford are a League One club. He doesn't expect them to be world beaters, but stupid playground errors in defence, not great. Jock Hughes, 3-1, basically says, I told you so. Cool. William Golder at Jake, I know, bud, they're brilliant. Just pulling Tom's leg. We know as well. We love you both. Jordan Creed, how tall is your nan? Yep. Aaron Harvey, all going wrong for Oxford. Matthew Bowden, it's 3-1. Jock Hughes, 3-1. William Golder, Jesus wept. Jock Hughes, I told you. Yeah. William Golder, I'm opening the lager. Although he spelt it larger, so I hope that's a new drink that's extra high in alcohol. Jake Green says, oh my Jays. Jock Hughes says, I legitimately said 3. Unlucky. Pessimistic Brother Allen, what the hell's happened here? Stephen Simpson, who hasn't commented yet, but hello, Stephen Simpson. You were right. It's not 1-0 to Ipswich anymore. It's 2-0 now. Fair play.
Oh, there we go.
Fair play.
They're back. Ipswich back. Tractor boys are back. Motoring forward.
Ian, there has also been a sending off in the Newcastle match. Newcastle down a man, but that doesn't matter right now because we've got other things to concentrate on. Lord Lucan says you're not getting my house.
Good chance for Southampton to come back in that one. Then.
Lord Lucan says we're not getting his house or his cat. There's still time, Lord. There's still time.
No, never say never.
Indeed. Yokyu's now claiming it'll be 4. I mean, he's good at math. Burnley have equalised 1-1 in the Brighton game. Sorry. Goals everywhere. It's goals everywhere.
Right. So how do we get back into this one then? What needs to change? Obviously, I don't think a lot needs to change going forward. I so much like a game earlier on in the season where we've looked good and we've just been like just stupid errors at the back have like cost us again, and frustrating. Just frustrating because it just leaves me thinking of, one, I don't think we're going to get back into this game, and two, how many chances do we have to create before we get back into it? Is probably and we're probably absolutely right. We're more likely to concede a 4th goal than we are to score a 2nd.
It's tough. You did create a host of chances in the first half. It has been a terrible start to the second. Whatever Darren Moore said at halftime, a fantastic save from Carl Darlow. Whatever Darren Moore said at halftime's clearly worked with his players. They've come out playing much better by the sound of it.
I don't think they played a lot better than what they did in the first half. They were playing the same way. They were getting the ball forward quickly and causing Oxford problems by being quite direct. And Oxford have just sort of stood off them.
Yeah.
Been a bit weak in challenges, gone to sleep, and they've punished us. It's I mean, let's be fair. We haven't defensively. We've been pretty good for a number of weeks, so it's not. I don't think anything you need to bloody like throw the toys out of the pram too much. It's just frustrating that it's happened with 2 goals in such quick succession.
I think you also like this Doncaster side. They look fantastic. Like when I was doing the research on them, like you said in the preview video, you were like, "Do you want to change your prediction?" And I said no because it felt like a 50-50 toss-up. But they're one of the strongest teams in the league this year. They just are. And would you be that surprised if they came in the top 2? Because I wouldn't right now, even with Whitehead leaving. They've had they're playing a really good game.
From the back, they look solid as well, and I've said it a lot. There's so many times they've got blocks or they defended crosses and set pieces really well, and it was a surprise Oxford got a goal from a set piece, really, because of the way Doncaster have defended. And I just don't see them conceding those goals that we've conceded, where just players maybe standing off or have been a yard too short, but a yard too slow, and not being able to get the blocks in. And in terms of the second goal, being a bit weak.
Yeah.
I just don't see them making those mistakes.
Yeah. No, it's gonna take some really good play on Ox's part to get back into this, I think.
I'm thinking of it now. I mean, I think within the next 5 or 10 minutes, Robinson really needs to maybe bring on Winnell.
Yeah.
Start asking a bit more questions of them physically at the back, like a guy who can like be better in the air, better at hold-up play than Taylor. Not necessarily bring Taylor off.
Yeah.
But maybe think about going a 4-4-2.
Yeah.
And having Winnell and Taylor.
Interesting you say that, Ian, because very quickly, Robert Mills, hello, your first comment of the day. Good to see you again, mate.
Hey, Robert Mills.
He says there were 5 round that guy and no one put a foot in, but we can still get a draw. You can still get a draw. We're all hoping for it. But Aaron Harvey says Oxford needs Sam Winnell on and just whip in those crosses.
Oh, my Lord.
Operation win it all.
Balcom's just dropped the ball.
Yeah.
But it hasn't gone to an Oxford player. And Oxford do have the ball on the edge of the box, but it looks like they might be danger over. It's never nice to see Taylor out wide putting the crosses in, although Doncaster tried to let Oxford have a chance. Shadipo, edge of the box. Crowded out.
I have to give William Golder a clap of applause. It's about the 3rd time I've done this today for comments people have made, but apparently William Golder's name is now Thomas doesn't wear hats properly. I quite enjoy that. He says we need to get better. Jordan Creed, who I think this is his first comment of the day, says, "Why don't you answer my question?" Good. Did I miss your question, Jordan? Please say it again. He says, "I'm afraid." I don't remember your question. Feel free to say it again. Lord Lucan says he's watching live. It'll be back later when it's 3-3. Pessimistic Brother Allen says, "I think it's the fact we shipped sloppy goals. We've not been awful, but you now wonder if we can go toe-to-toe with promotion-chasing sides." Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's definitely
Those
a question.
Questions. Those are the biggest questions coming out of this one. Is we play a side, and we played some. We weren't defensively that bad against Pompey or Hull or Blackpool were in decent form when we played them. We were okay in those games against those sides, but absolutely, if you go back to the early part of the season, these were goals that we were conceding. Definitely within the first 10 games.
This is the story of the beginning of the season, 100%. It was games that you were in, that you could have won, you couldn't score a goal, Taylor would miss something, and then you'd concede every chance the opposition had. Like, you'd lose 3-1, or 2-1 or 2-0, but you hadn't. It was just the most even games.
Yes, exactly, and it's like it's like we're a very easy on the eye side to watch, but didn't necessarily have the steal.
Yeah.
And that was a foul on the keeper. Yeah, good ball in, but that was a foul on the keeper, and I think Taylor's pretty much left some studs in on him. I'm amazed Doncaster aren't causing more of a fuss there on the Falcon.
I love
but
this.
It was a ball to go for. It was there to be won. I wouldn't be shocked if Taylor left his foot in. Oh no, he didn't. But maybe it's a second long.
Old Goldie agrees with pessimistic brother Alan. It's mistakes against the bigger clubs that will make and break our season. Everything I do, I try to do and get a smile out of Ian. The man is a fucking statue, says William Golder. Well, it's okay. I laugh at being made fun of all the time, so at least you'll get a laugh out of me. Jake Green, tough gig this. Need to firm up and get back in the game. Yeah. We need to risk it. So he's got to risk it now, doesn't he? He's down 3-1. They need to win.
That's the thing. How do we get back in the game though? It's like we need to get back in it. But how do we get back in it? Do we make any changes? Do we just try and keep it tight for the next 10 minutes and then go again, or still half an hour to go? It's not out of our realms of possibility that we can get 2 goals.
William Golder, you just got on my good side, and now you're trying to start an insurrection in the chat room to get me voted off this channel. Do you want to get blamed again? Jordan Creed, I'm not going to answer how tall is your nan. There. Good. You're right, I'm not going to answer that. Fair play. Tom doesn't wear his hat properly. William Golder says that I use the term we and us when Oxford are winning, but you and them when they're losing. That does sound about right. That does sound about right, doesn't it? Yeah.
It does sound about right. Here come Doncaster again. What can we see if we can stop them this time?
I'm an ex-employee of the Oxford United, actually. Hence the top.
Employees, a loose term.
Yeah. They also got mad about the term we and us.
They certainly used you in terms of employed you in that regard. But,
yes.
In terms of you receiving any financial reward.
Yeah. Or anything that was promised of me. And Kazan wasn't even in charge at that point. That was the new boys.
Here you go, Thomas. Thank you for your 100 hours of work. Here is the bag of magic beans.
But this bag is empty, sir. It's empty.
Oh, yeah. You got to buy the beans as well.
But it's a lovely bag.
That bag is sweet.
William Golder is using his personal question time. He says, how tall is your nan? Will, I don't know. They're both dead before I was like 5, but I'm glad we've had to bring this up. This is a good
mine
chat.
Dead as well.
Yeah. But cool. That was fun. I've enjoyed this part of the chat. Still 1-1. Brighton versus Burnley. Southampton still trailing. Newcastle 3-2.
But when they were alone, they were both 7-2.
We're on a 4-5-40. Rotherham are still in the relegation zone just due to results around them, but they're now 2-0 up against Preston North End and looking good for the win. No really other surprising scores. Brentford winning.
I believe the Mackhams have got an equalising goal against the Milton Keynes Dons.
Have they? Let me quickly tune into this. Yes, that's what it's looking like right now. It's looking like it's 2-2. Ipswich, like our dear friend said, are up 2-0 to Blackpool. Fleetwood and Bristol still refusing to score goals. Burton and Hull refusing to score goals. Stanley and Northampton refusing to score goals. Peterborough still winning. Charlton still winning. Shrewsbury still winning. And AFC Wimbledon still beating the Vigan. So, those are your big updates. I'm done updating on the League 2 because there's only like 4 games and none of them are that interesting, except Tranmere, who are winning 3-1. And Bournemouth have finally taken the lead, and Cometh the hour, cometh the man. Jack Wilshire's gotten the goal to give Bournemouth the lead
Wow.
against Birmingham.
I tell you one thing, though. Oxford have rattled in this game.
Yeah.
They are not playing with any conviction or any composure. Everything seems a little bit too desperate to get that next goal. And you can see it's very like a lot of like over hit balls, playing the ball forward too early, making it very easy for Doncaster. I just think they just need to relax a little bit.
Yeah. Well, they were playing so well earlier.
That's shit.
But it's tough.
And then mistakes are just coming in. It's just mistake, making it easy there. Like little 50p head from a defender goes straight up in the air, and Doncaster are on a break again. It's just making it very easy for them.
Southampton have hit the post. Danny Ings. Right. Really quickly, let's go through this. William Golder says, "Why'd you make me feel bad? Because you guys are asking stupid questions." Red Rovers. Hi, I'm a Rovers fan who is winning because my score is glitches because it says 0-0. Jonathan Harris says,
"No, I can tell you're winning, and I can tell you deserve to be winning. You're playing. You've been clinical in front of goal this afternoon. Scored 3, from your point of view, 3 really good goals."
Yep. Yes. 100%. Jonathan Herath asks, and I'm not sure if he's asking me or you, Ian, but he says, "Are you pregnant?" I suppose it's possible. With emotion, most certainly.
Yeah. If I stood up, I could definitely, you would think that for sure.
William Golder has changed his name again. He is now just Sorry Tom. And he says, "Please, Jordan, don't ask questions." Jordan Creed said, "How did the American guy come to support the Yellow Bellies?" I live in Oxford, and Ian loves them, so I'm kind of stuck loving them now.
Yes.
It's awful.
You went to uni in Oxford as well,
I did. I've been here 11 years. It's been a while. They're probably the team I've seen the most matches of as well now, which is
okay. Henry striding forward with the ball, plays it over, hits it to Lee, and absolutely fizzles out into nothing. Really promising situation there. And as I said, just another example of Oxford just trying a little bit too hard.
Ian Allen, I don't like the way how aggressively you said that. It over hits it. Oh, just being mean to the player here. He didn't mean to over.
I thought you didn't like it the way I said too hard. If that was too provocative.
Jordan Creed says, "Why won't you answer my question?" I just did. Yeah, right. We need some goals. And Jordan Creed says his nan is 6'2". Excellent. Oh, Southampton 2-0, but there's got to be an offside in there somewhere. 3 different players. Yeah. Che Adams has scored, but he's offside.
I thought, is it not going to be 3-3 all?
Sure. I can't speak English.
Heat of the moment.
Apparently, Burnley have scored a goal that's been chalked for offside, but no one knows why it's been chalked for offside. Sounds about right.
Probably because he was offside.
Do you know what? Ian, really quickly, I know, just taking away, and correct me if something happens in the Oxford match.
Just hold the thought a second, because Doncaster come forward again, and just on. Not on. It's not calm. I'm not calm when they come forward, but I can't even speak when they come forward. Edge of the box cleared by Atkinson or Moore, and back with it. Yeah, go for it, Thomas.
So Bednarak's had his yellow card repealed, despite VAR being the ones that gave it after the video replay system didn't work. How does that work? How does VAR give a red card and then after the match it's rescinded?
I don't know. That is. I don't even want to get into it, but it's a shocker all around, isn't it? Like there was just genuine. I was listening to that on the radio in the car on the way home at the end of that game, and the commentator, who was actually like the guy in the studio for TalkSport, is actually a Man United fan, was like absolutely just like, I can't believe he's given, like angry that he'd given a penalty and a red card, like just. What was terrible fiasco, but Shadipo has a chance to cross, and it's a good ball in. Come on, Oxford got to get on. It's just again, it was a good ball, and it was one that Doncaster made a bit of a hash of, but there was just no Oxford player around to take advantage of it. But certainly, that's more like it from Oxford, getting Shadipo into the game instead of those shitty raked passes that are easily intercepted, which you've just seen from Goran.
Rad, who I think this is his first comment, so hello, Rad, says the referee absolutely shit in the Crew game and the pitch is woeful. I know.
Oh, right, okay.
I know no one else is watching the Southampton match. but technically the ground is green. But every time they zoom in on it, there's like a film of water. Like, it's like above the grass level. It's like playing in a quagmire, but the grass is staying together. It does not look like a proper match of football. I imagine there's a lot of grounds around England right now that have been absolutely decimated. And we saw it in League Two with all the cancelled games, and most of them are waterlogged pitches. It's nuts. It's a very wet winter.
I'll say from a Doncaster point of view, for a pitch in League One where the weather's not been great up in this neck of the woods, as everywhere in the UK, surface looks great.
Yeah,
surface looks beautiful. Surface they're playing football on. There's been no problem with either side playing football on it. Still holding up after 70 minutes, and it's as Oxford, before that, a nice raked ball out to the left-hand side, but went straight over the winger's head out for a throw-in. But Oxford have it now with Ruffles on the left. All Ruffles can do is hit it against the winger, but he has come back to him. Brannigan tries a really long-range shot, but surprise, surprise. That's just a little thing there, right? Brannigan was like miles out, right? Tried a speculative effort. Rovers guy dives in front of him to block the ball. Just the appetite for defending has been so much stronger from Doncaster in this game.
Yeah.
Like they're not giving Oxford anything easy.
Robert Allen, the fact Oxford looks so shaky is concerning. The confidence is so shaken so quickly. I think as much as we talk about,
I mean, again, I don't want to think. Let's not. With Shadipo making a great run into the box, and he scored. Come on, back in the game.
Come back his arm, baby.
Massive deflection. Mide Shadipo, again, I'm going to say like Shamlong. What an impact this guy has had. What a season he has had in. That is a goal out of nothing. We needed it. He's running from the left-hand side. He's cutting. He's beat two people. I'm not going to lie, right? The goalie's got no chance, but he has no chance because it's an absolutely massive deflection that has taken it like 90 degrees in the other direction. It's wrong-footed to Falcon. It's gone in the near post, and Oxford have a lifeline in this game.
It's 3-2, baby!
Minutes to go.
3-2!
If that doesn't mean... I think we need to break out the very rare and unseen £1,000 super chat if Oxford get a 3-3 draw out of this one.
Oh, 100%.
I will break the glass hammer is just here to the left, all right, as you're looking at me, and I will break it, hit it.
Pessimistic brother Allen.
We will spin a wheel, and one of you lucky people will have to give us 1,000, whatever currency you like.
Pessimistic brother Allen.
Vietnamese.
You know I love you, and you know I like going to matches with you, and it was so perfect that we start talking about their broken confidence when they go up and score to make it 3-2. Let's hope that gives them a bit more confidence and they can play a bit better and win this. Aaron Harvey says, "Is it not win all time yet?" Well, it may be now.
I would have thought so. I mean, that might have just dampened it for another 5 minutes or so, but you would have thought it can't be far away from Sam Winnell. The thing is, when he brings Winnell on, I almost feel like he feels like he's got to change the shape a little bit. Like he doesn't want to take Taylor off and go like for like, because then you don't have your main goal threat out there, and you know how resistant Robinson is to changing the formation.
Yeah, but he's done it once, I think, as an entire time as manager at this club. Once.
Yeah, I know. There's times. He did it okay. They sort of did it okay against Rochdale, but
yeah. No. Anyway, let's hope Winnell gets on soon. Ian, I got a lot of quotes quickly to go through.
Flying forward with a chance for Lee. Oh my God! Again.
Say what you want to say.
Wonderful.
There's a 4-letter word with an ED on the end. You want to say there, wasn't there?
Well, the ball. It was a really nice play again by Oxford. The ball got into the box and the defender fell over and it fell to Lee. But the other guy comes across and throws his body in front of it. And it's a fantastic block again. You have to say from Doncaster's point of view. But that just further proof that Oxford absolutely right back in this game.
Yeah. Right. Jonathan Harris.
Let's just. No, you go for it, Tom. You say the comments.
Yeah, let me clear a couple of these up really quickly, Ian, because we talk a lot. Jonathan Harris says VAR is a flawless system. That's about the previous one. Rad says VAR should be in every professional league in England because we conceded a goal with a player 5 yards offside. Rad, are you a Crew supporter? Am I getting this correct? And are you saying somebody was 5 yards offside and it's a joke? That's believable. At that moment, he did that. Aaron Harvey, boom, Oxford goal. William Golder, we'll get to your comment in a second. Green Milk says, what's the score? Red Rovers says 3-2. Robert Allen says, the Falcons messed up. William Golder says, yellows. Aaron Harvey says, should have started.
90 degree. 90-degree deflection for Balcom there. I would say that. Although I'd say by his high standards, he probably would feel he should have saved both of them.
Yeah, he's not allowed to concede anything. Aaron Harvey says should have started, and that is exactly what I basically implied pre-match, and Ian got mad at me, but I stick to it. Jake Green, come on, you Yellows, stressful. Let's throw Winnell on. Hopefully he's gained some confidence from those 2 goals.
Definitely.
Ooh.
I think he will have done.
Oh, right.
I think he'll add a lot of energy to this Oxford side when he comes on. Actually, you'll see him putting himself about quite a lot. But he causes a different threat because he can just play more direct.
Yep. Golder, I see your question, but Ian wanted to talk about something, so I'm going to let him talk about whatever he wanted before I ask your question. Ian, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah, this is one of these things when you watch sport and you just get so caught up in the kind of like everything has to be its own little story of like and you overreact to every little thing that happens. It's like, yeah, Oxford haven't been great this afternoon, but I wouldn't say it's anything to do with like rattled confidence and they look nervous. They just had a shitty 10 minutes and Doncaster took advantage of us. I mean, let's like not discount the quality work we've done over the last 10-15 matches on this unbeaten run since we lost to Swindon. Let's not like just, as I say, chuck the toys out of the pram because we've had a not such a great time defensively against a very good Doncaster side.
Yeah,
100%. And I think we've shown pretty good character to get back into it at 3-2. We needed a bit of luck, but we're right back in it.
It's League One football. Like you just rely on luck in this league sometimes. Like so end to end. I believe it's like a basketball game.
Oh my God. Absolutely, Thomas. Absolutely.
Really quickly, Jonathan Harris says he's watching the Newcastle game and he's surprised they haven't got flippers on. BBC commentary has just said it's a good pitch if you're a duck. Yokus says he's triggered. How is it 3-2? It's 3-2 because Oxford are mighty, mighty powerful. Bednarek might be getting sent off in the Newcastle match for coming across Almiron when he's running in on goal. Bednarek probably never wants to see a football pitch ever again. Stephen Simpson says Pompey are now losing 1-0 to the Green Army, and Wigan 2, AFC Wimbledon 2. So that's a big score for them.
Big turnaround then, yeah. Plymouth, great, fantastic result for Plymouth. I mean, they're a side that's going to be eyeing up playoffs as well. They've been on a great run.
Yep, they are. They've hit form at a good time, and this is when some teams appear out of nowhere and get into the playoffs, don't they? It's a bit kind of what Oxford did last year.
Bad time to hit. I suppose if you're like, it's a bad time to hit form if you mathematically can't get in the playoffs and then you go on a winning run. That's a bad time to hit form. But other than that, never really a bad time.
And I have to say that our biggest fan, PJ Simpson, has just super chatted us an ungodly sum of money. So PJ Simpson, we'd love you. Thank you so much. And thank you for coming on this show every week.
Thank you so much. That's really, really generous. We do appreciate it.
PJ, send us this week a video of your prediction for the Oxford match next Saturday. Even if you don't care about Oxford, pick a score, get on the preview video. Everyone who sends in a video of what they think the score will be with their name on it, we will put in our video now every single time. So do it. Join in. Be part of this. It's so much fun to have you guys here and joining in with us.
Yep. Verybiasedopinions@gmail.com. It's really easy to send up. Shadipa, oh, it's cleaned him out. That's got to be a penalty, surely.
Is it?
No, he's not giving it. But it looked like he got absolutely barged over there off the ball, Shadipo, when he was running through the middle of them. And that is one of those ones where we talk about VAR, and that's certainly one where they would have had a massive look at that. Because it looked like Shadipo was just running through. It looked like it looked like that their right back might have got across to defend it, or their left back, sorry, might have got across to defend it. But the centre backs just honestly wiped him out. But changes for Oxford United. It looks like the lesser spotted Mark Sykes might be coming on.
Matt Sykes, you mean?
Matt Sykes, and also Winnell is coming on now. Just over 15 minutes to go, I'd say, with injury time.
PJ's getting a lot of praise. William Golder's giving him some. PJ, we love you. We keep saying that. Jonathan Harrath says, what a brilliant free kick. Ian, I'm not sure if you've seen this, but I think it's Shar has taken a free kick and managed to blow his knee out in the process, and now they're coming on with a stretcher for him.
I haven't watched any of that game at all.
Anyway,
it looks like changes for Oxford. It looks like Kelly's coming on. It looks like Sykes is coming on, and it looks like Winnell is coming on. Taylor's off. I didn't see who the other ones are coming off. I imagine Elliot Lee probably. when I find out, I'll let you know. Or you can let me know.
PJ Simpson says, I'm such a casual. I just like sports and gambling. William Golder says, nah, you're one of us now, PJ. That is 100% accurate. Yeah. Keep coming back.
Follow the Ox.
Also, Ian, I don't know if you've seen it, but within Pool Tracker in the Premier League, we are both averaging roughly 50% now. We are 1% off professional gamblers now. I know, because Grandstand Bettors told us.
And I've had a bit of a shitty couple of weeks, I think.
I know.
Although the results have been absolutely bonkers. I can't imagine anyone's done well.
But you're still flying. And it's a testament to the fact that we follow football so closely. Pessimistic Brother Alan is even getting into the swing of things going, come on, Oxford. Now, Ian.
Come on.
I do have to ask the question, because it was asked earlier. Favorite footballer and all-time favorite Oxford player? I'll let you guess.
Oxford. Oh, that's a bad pass. Just overplaying a little bit there. That was a good move, and between like Sykes and Long and Kelly, and just one pass too many, and Long wasn't reading it, and the ball's gone out for a goal kick. But should be a good last 10 minutes in this one, guys. Anything could happen. Oh. Sorry, who's my favourite ever footballer?
And then your favourite Oxford player following that.
Favourite ever footballer? I think Bergkamp.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He was brilliant.
I think Dennis Bergkamp. I was a bit of an Arsenal fan. Well, not a bit. I was an Arsenal fan as a kid. It was around that time.
You keep predicting them to win.
In the teenage years. I know, but it's in the teenage years as well when I really was supporting them, and obviously he came in. He was such a wonderful player once he found his feet. Scored some amazing goals. So I would say him.
That famous flick he's got, where the defender's running in his back and he just chips it round him and that has got to be one of the iconic moments of the Premier League still to this day.
Oh, ball round clear. Shadipo's causing a lot. He's played great since he's come on, and I obviously there will be question marks saying he should have started the game, but Barker did all right too. And Oxford certainly knocking on the door in this one. And also, I remember just at World Cup '98, there's a goal he scored against Argentina to win it. It was just like almost a massive punt, and he just dropped it out of the air, did a bit of skill, laid it in the bottom corner, calm as you like, and Holland win 2-1. Right, Oxford won the ball back higher up, and it's a shit fucking pass. It's a terrible ball. But luckily, we got it back, and Shadipo can run in behind again. He's away, and is he dragged down? Is he given it? He is given the free kick. That's got to be a book-in. Free kick wide. Right on the edge of the box, wide on the left-hand side. Shadipo causing all sorts of problems.
Shadipo's becoming Oxford's best player. He just seems to have magic every Saturday. Every Saturday, he seems to do something.
The improvement in him has been superb as well, because he was a little bit rabbit in the headlights when he first came in. He had good moments and terrible moments, but he seems to get better every game. He's more consistent. He's more... a little bit similarities to McGuane in some ways, the way he's just he knows that he's going to probably take a bit of a kick in games, but he knows now he just has to get the ball and drive forward, and he's going to cause trouble.
Yeah. Right, let me quickly get through a couple of these. Golder talks about how reluctant they are to play two up front. Alan, pessimistic, says...
Definitely agree with that.
Lee, Goran, and Taylor are off. Bowden says, effing ref, dead cert penalty. It does sound like that. It's George says, poor game today. I don't know who's having a poor game, but please do tell me.
Let's have a look then. Let's have a look. Is James Henry over this? It's not very good. It's not very good. It's really shit, actually. It's really, really shit. He's won it back, though. He's got a chance to get a ball into the box again. And it's hit the first man yet again. So two really good opportunities there for Henry, and he really fluffed his lines with that free kick. He's gone for to be a bit cute there and drive it in. Because it was really... And he's just hit the wall. And it's terrible. Waste.
Jonathan Herath, there is Bear. What now? Beer, maybe? Beer? He says there's Bear. Anyway. William Golder says, Bergkamp's an interesting choice, fantastic player. He always considered RVP as a slightly lesser version of Dennis Bergkamp, and I can definitely see that. I don't know. Maybe it's because they're both Dutch and we're just splitting hairs here, but they're both just such smooth, cultured European players.
I'd say Doncaster committed, as a matter of times they've committed fouls in and around the box. They've given Oxford so many opportunities to get balls in. And I know did get a goal from a corner earlier on pretty much, but really we've had so many opportunities to create from set pieces. It's been disappointed we haven't been able to get more chances with the likes of Atkinson and Moore up from the back. Hopefully now with Winalon, he adds a bit of aerial, good in the air as well. Just need to get a good ball in there. I don't think the delivery's been that bad. They have defended it well.
Is Winnall's come on, yeah?
Yes. Favorite. I'll answer my favourite Oxford United player after this, but good ball in, and it's again cleared really well. Brannigan from distance, straight at the Falcon, and he isn't comfortable but makes the save. So Goran's gone off for Oxford, Elliot Lee's gone off, and Taylor's gone off, and Winnall, Sykes, and Kelly have come on. Just about what was it? Just over 8 or 9 minutes to go, I'd say, with injury time. Guy laying down injured for Oxford. Don't know who that is, but get up. And my favourite Oxford players, I would say, I'm Beauchamp for sure, and probably Matt Elliott.
Could you speak his name correctly, please?
Beauchamp.
Beauchamp. Bah oui, c'est très bien. Il est français. C'est le foot sensationnel. Oui. Yep, that was my French. Good. Enjoyed that.
The two best. And, going forward, if you want a more modern player, I would say, it's a bit cliche, but always liked. I thought Kemar Roof was something a bit special for for Oxford being in League Two.
Is he back? Is he in Belgium now again?
The Rangers.
Is it Rangers? Is it Rangers now? I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
couldn't remember.
He's been great for Rangers so far. But he was the first player we'd had in a while that was a real special player that was like in his prime.
No, he was great.
Or like before his prime.
He's been good pretty much everywhere he's gone, to be honest.
Yeah, it's been a lot of good servants for the club. Obviously James Constable scored a fantastic amount of goals for us and instrumental in getting us back into the league. But there's only a handful of players that really, and obviously from yourself you're going to talk about Ronaldo and stuff like that. It's only like a handful of players that you really look at that like a box office, and those three certainly were.
Right, let's have a look at this. Aaron Harvey says Winnall will get the equalizer, surely a 3-3 finish, which is his prediction. PJ Simpson says the only thing that I know about Oxford is some pizza joint that Shakespeare used to love and a good crepe cart. You also know Ian's from here, and I live here. 2 more fantastic facts. Jonathan Harris says J'aimerais devenir une baguette. Oui, senor. Tony 19 UK says you have scary eyes. Anyone ever told you that? Well, which one of us has scary eyes?
Ian. I got quite
creepy eyes.
I should have been in Twilight, really, but they cast Robert Pattinson.
In real life, lovely eyes. Drown in him. Just drown in him. Everyone used to do it. Tony 19 UK says Donny fan here. By the way, you played really well today. It sounds like a fantastic game of football. Like I know I'm not watching it.
It's been a good game. It's been a good Shadipo down the left hand side, running at them again. Cuts back inside, gets the cross in. It's easy to defend though. Has been a really good game of football. Really, right. I think if you're a neutral, as I say, great advert for League One, and it's really boiled down to Doncaster just being more clinical, and I know Appleton talked about it, how good they were defensively against Lincoln and how they were really put their bodies on the line and defended everything and were one of the best defensive sides he's seen. And I would go along with that today. They've been excellent.
So quick updates, Ian. Stanley, Northampton still 0-0. Burton Hull is still 0-0. Doncaster up by a goal to Oxford. Fleetwood Bristol still 0-0. Ipswich still 2-0 up against the Pool, unfortunately.
Keep it in. Shadipo keeps it in. Plays it to Kelly. Back to Shadipo. Edge of the box. He's going to shoot. He does shoot, but it's straight at Balcom. Good effort, actually, again, from Shadipo, but unfortunately, it was straight at the keeper.
You'll be happy to know Keens, the Dons, are still 2-0 with Sunderland because Sunderland refused to win. Posh are still 2-0 up against Crewe. Portsmouth have just equalised against Plymouth. It is 2-2 in that match. Anarchy. Absolute anarchy. Wimbledon have retaken the lead against Wigan to be up 3-2. Shrewsbury still leads Swindon Town. And Charlton are cruising to a 2-0 win over Rochdale.
Yeah, good result that for Charlton.
Big results all around. Jonathan?
So many of these sides, and I hope Oxford don't fall into that black bracket of becoming an inconsistent side now, of like win a game, lose a game, like so many of these sides in and around the playoffs seems to be.
Well, it's tough. We talked about this. We talked about it on the channel quite a few times. It's March where Oxford's real title credentials get challenged because they play like 3 of 4 teams that are in the playoffs that are playing exceptionally well. I think they've got Portsmouth. They might have Lincoln. Isn't something like that? It's a tough run in next month. Jonathan Harris agrees. You've got scary eyes, Ian Allen. PJ Simpson says, yeah, the Golden Cross or some-ish. The pizza sucked, but the crepes were okay.
Yeah, Golden Cross.
Oh yeah, market. I know where that is. The best pizza in town's probably at Il Principe.
Donny trying to kill this game now, Thomas. Just literally got the ball in the corner, played it out for a corner. They are in no hurry to take that, and why would they be?
Well, if they win, it's been a very professional job on their part.
Absolutely. Including like ball roll out to a player who decides to pull up his socks rather than control it. So the ball rolls past him. And they are from now trying to keep the ball in the corner. Linesman very generously gives us the throw because he probably didn't want to have a boring. The linesman wanted an exciting end to the game.
Yock says he's scared. Aaron Harvey says 2 goals in a minute for Portsmouth to make it 2-2. What a finish.
Wow.
Jonathan Harris says last minute penalty coming. But to who, Jonathan? To who? Clearance off the line off Danny Ings. Newcastle still lead 3-2. Fantastic block. Sorry, that was quite exciting. PJ Simpson need a draw here to go with his Cambridge parlay. Stay positive. Stay positive, everyone.
7 minutes of added on time, Oxford fans. We've still got 7 minutes to go in this one. Plenty of time.
It's there.
And Oxford have won the ball back and they're breaking forward, although I think Matt Sykes has... No, we want to throw in, so that's good. Still time in this one. It's important. And this is where it would have been nice if we did have maybe Adjington the third on the bench, so we could just throw on to add a bit more erraticness and pace.
Good old Don Adjington the third.
But Shadipo again, he's got half a yard. Can he get the ball in? Great defending, but Oxford have a corner.
Jordan Creed, I'll wear a hat because it's bloody lockdown and I haven't gotten my hair cut now in like 2 months. It needs a haircut. Donny are winning this. Sorry, Oxford fans, says Tony19 UK. Technically, they are. They are winning this.
That's the fact. They are winning it at the moment. And that's a terrible corner by Liam Kelly. Just what you don't want. Just like under hit, flat. And so the defender on the first man can just volley it clear.
Ian, is Liam Kelly becoming like to you what Fred is to me at Man United? Like a player that you just every time he plays, you're like,
I would
why?
Say he doesn't fill me. He doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence, and he's certainly one of those players I don't see what Robinson sees. Doncaster can break. Oh, now he's not going to run it to the corner. He gets a crossover, but it's tame, and it goes out for an Oxford throw.
Yoku, 7 minutes. Oh my God, help me. William Golder, we're unlucky not to get a point from this. Donny have a good team and have shown it. Hopefully we can use this as a match to push up and get better and not get too hung up on the run currently looking to end.
Yeah, I think that's the right way to look at it. I think that's exactly the right way to look at it. It's disappointing that we haven't carried on the winning and unbeaten run. If we don't get anything out of this, but there's certainly been positives for sure.
Just so everyone knows, the minute this game ends, we don't get to stick around for too long because me and Ian will go and we will film our review of the match, which you can find online roughly an hour or two after the match. Feel free to watch it, but obviously you've heard what we think of the game for most of it. We'll run down what happened, run down our thoughts on what this means to Oxford for the rest of the season, and any other information we think is important. Angus Irvin asks if will Oxford finish in the playoffs? We all know my opinion to that as yet, but Ian, really quickly, what do you think?
I'm not so sure. I feel that like they might have given themselves. I feel the bad start will come back to haunt us.
I mean, it's quite possible, but they're lucky right now. Sunderland drawing with MK Dons still 2-2. I mean, I don't know what's going on there. Portsmouth have drawn 2-2. Burton have drawn 0-0 with Hull. Like, really, the only club that's really benefiting right now is Doncaster with this win. Everyone else is kind of stuttering around them. Charlton obviously have won. They are going to win. They're still 2-0 up. Yeah, I suppose Peterborough got a win as well. But quite a few of the teams above Oxford have stumbled today. That is a dirty foul from Nathan Redmond. What are you arguing about, mate? Give up. You just threw Almiron on the floor.
So it almost makes you think of missed opportunities more than got away with it. Like, but I do accept. I will obviously see the other side of the coin of it and accept that there are problems and there are question marks that come out of this game for sure. I'm not going to be blind to it. I mean, it's I don't know. It's a very difficult one to like sort of sum up. Really, because there's been good and bad parts, but Oxford still have a chance.
Burton scored 1-0 against Hull. I predicted a Burton win, and it's happening, baby. Jimmy Floyd.
Well done, Thomas. If you get that. So Oxford have another corner late in this game. Is there ever going to be a point where Stevens comes up? Maybe if we get another couple of minutes deep and we get another one, but hopefully a better delivery. It is a good delivery, but fucking once again, it is cleared by the Doncaster centre back. Wow, that's lucky. And as I speak, Doncaster clear it. Oxford player goes tumbling. Doesn't look like a foul, but the referee's given a foul. He's clearly got a draw in this game in his accumulator, and wants to try and see if Oxford can get it. Yeah, but this is central. This is like 20 yards out. This is where you need Kelly. This is where you need Henry to get a bit of quality and get a shot on goal here. I want to see them test Balcrum here. I don't want to see over the bar or wide or hit the wall. I want to see a shot on target.
It's got to hit the target. It's got to hit the target. Yoki says he could see Oxford finishing 7th. Yeah, I could also see that, to be fair. But for me, they're finishing in the playoff places. Yeah. They're too good. Who's taking the free kick, Ian?
It looks like it's going to be Kelly. It is more of a right-footed kick, you would say. I don't know. I
think you mean
central. Could be either.
Andrea Kelly? Right,
let's have a look. Come on, let's see who's going to take it. It is Kelly, and guess what he's done?
The first man.
It's shot. It's shit. It's really crap. It's really crap. What? Like, seriously? Isn't he supposed to be the guy that comes on and does set piece delivery?
Mate,
fucking useless.
I don't see it.
Like, I know, like, we harp on about a goal he scored against Newcastle, what a game we didn't win. But what has he done to deserve even being here on loan?
I don't know. I'm not that impressed by him either. But
like he gets in the team above like Mark Sykes. Really? Is he that much better than like fucking Sykes? Is he?
Well, I mean, Ian, if the savant says he is,
baffled. Yeah, I know. It just fucking annoys me. It's like like certain players that Robinson like fucking destroys, and there's certain players that he like will always give a pass to.
Yeah, it is weird.
Doncaster with a chance here. I think they got a really fast break on. It's 4-on-4, but they ain't going. They are not. They're taking time out of this game, and they've won a cheap free kick, and that might very much be it. That might very well be the end of the match.
I mean, if it is the end of the match, it's been a very professional performance on Doncaster's part. Like they've seen this game out as much as they conceded that second goal. They took 2 goals in the second half, gave themselves a lead, and Oxford have failed to truly challenge them, haven't they? At the end of the game,
I would say so. Yeah, I mean, after Shadipo's given us a lifeline, I can think of one shot where they made a good block. I think from Elliot Lee. Yeah. Other than that, I can't think of any other chances Oxford have other than long-range shooting. It is a win for Doncaster, so very well done to the Dons. Great game of football, but we've lost this one Oxford fans will, I'm sure, when we do our review video, which will come up probably about 7:45 this evening, 8 o'clock, something like that, you can put your comments in the description of that one and dissect your thoughts. Thomas, so just before Thomas wraps up, I just want to say thanks for coming, and thanks for those that gave us super chats.
Yes.
We really appreciate all the money you gave, and thanks for hanging out with us again on a Saturday afternoon. It's a shame we didn't get the win this time.
Yeah, really quickly, Jonathan Herath, Newcastle win. Yeah, I've just seen that as well. William Golder, thanks for the live stream, lads. Definitely made a loss feel a bit less shit. See you next week. You will see us next week. We are here every Saturday from now on. Thank you all so much for coming on. Aaron Harvey, unlucky Oxford, a tough opposition, and just go again in the game against Bristol Rovers. Good luck, lads. Good to spend the afternoon with you both. Tony 19, good game.
Thank you.
Good luck for the season. PJ Simpson, on to Bristol. Best of luck, everyone. Okay, really quickly, thank you all of you for being on. Thank you for chatting as super chat. Thank you, Vika Granville, Robert Allen, William Golder, Christina Allen, and PJ Simpson. Genuinely, the love you guys send us and the love all of you have given us on this channel, we really appreciate, even though Ian hates me using the word love as much as I do. We love you all.
Yeah.
We will see you all soon.
Old school,
check out our review. It'll come out this evening at 7:45, and then I think Monday we release some news about the channel, and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it's just content. We'll see you soon. Thank you for being on, Chuck Hughes. Bye, everybody. Love you all.
See you guys. Thanks very much.